Welcome to another episode coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So the question of the day, man, is what do you do or should you date while you're broke, struggling to pay the bills? Should you have a social life? Someone want to know my opinion on this, and I got a story to tell, a quick story to tell about this. When I got out the Navy, I'm about 26 at the time, and I had a decent paying job, had an apartment. At the time, I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I had a car, a Honda Civic. It was tricked out, blacked out windows, and I had a booming system. I had like two 12s with a I think like a 800 watt amp at the time, and you could hear me down the street like boom, boom, boom. I used to play loud music and all that good stuff, right? So at that time, man, I was making $10,000 a month for like almost a year, and I wasn't doing nothing illegal. I had a decent paying job, and on the side, I was doing making money on the side, like I always have been, since I got out of the Navy, basically. So I'm making over $10,000 a month. So, man, I thought I was on top of the world, man. Making all this money. I started traveling more. I started meeting more people. I started doing things with my friends. And I was looking out for my parents at the time. I used to throw my parents money just because, you know what I'm saying? So one day, I was getting ready for work. Just like a regular day. And when I came outside, man, my car was gone. Somebody stole my car, man. This is true, man. Somebody stole my car. And see, at the time, I'm new to Charlotte, so I really didn't know I didn't really know what the next move was. Do the cops have a 800 number for stolen, for theft or stolen goods, or do you call? I didn't really know what number to call. So, see, at the time, I don't remember. I didn't think I had the internet access back then. I had a computer, but I don't think I had the internet access yet because I just moved into that spot, and I was new to Charlotte. So I had to call somebody and say, "Yo, what's the phone number to the police station? Because my car got stolen." And I never had experience like that before. I never had I never had nobody stole anything from me before. So I'm like, they told me, "Hey, call this number, get an 800 number, and tell them the situation, and they'll send you they'll give you a police report, or they'll send a cop out there, either or." So I called them. A cop came over, gave me a police report after I told him the story, what happened. I didn't have very much of anything, really. Just license plate number, and when I came out, my car was gone or whatever. So I took that police report, gave it to my insurance company, whatever, and they come to find out, some guy, they actually found my car 3 weeks later. Some guy, I think the guy was from Charlotte, but my car ended up in South Carolina, Rock Hill, South Carolina. They got up with the guy, and they called me and said, "Hey, you want to press charges or whatever?" So I said, "Yeah." And, I never saw the guy, or whatever. But the car was basically, all messed up, tore up to the floor, basically. I ended up getting another car. But that's not the end of the story. So my car got stolen, right? A week later, probably like, I'm going to say, then I got another car. And probably like, from the day I got another car to say a month later, somebody broke in my apartment and stole all my money. All of it. So, at that time, the only money that I had going in my bank account was the money that I got from my job. The money that I made on the side, I never put that money in the bank account. I just never did. Some people say, why you didn't put that? I just never did it like that. I just had all that money at home and like in my closet at the time. So somebody broke in and stole all my money. So I had at the time, I'm spending a lot of money too. So at the time I had like $10,000 in my closet. And the rest of the money that I made over the past 10, 11 months, I spent all that money doing stupid stuff, basically. So in a 2-month time frame, somebody stole my car, stole all the cash that I had in my closet. And to top it off, probably 2 months later, I got laid off from my job. So now, I got a little bit of money. I can barely make rent. I got enough money for food, make my car payment, pay insurance. And the money that I was making on the side, that's not coming in as much as it used to now. Because the people that I was affiliated with, the guy retired. So he shut the company down. So now I went from making $10,000 a month to I'm basically barely making it out here. I'm working with like $1,000 a month now. And I'm basically just scraping by, just doing little little jobs here and there, like with the temp agencies and all that stuff or whatever. And when I got laid off, it takes about, I tried to get unemployment. The company that I was with, they were kind of playing around, acting like they was going to call me back because they said they was going to transfer me to another office. But it took them 3 months to do the transfer. So I'm calling them in time, hey, you sent my paperwork over to the office? They say, nah, we ain't got it yet. So I went up there to the office to talk to the assistant manager, and he was like, we should have had your paperwork a long time ago. You've been out of work for 3 months? I said, yeah. Hey, you need to get some work or whatever. So I'm basically down to my last, by the time I got my paperwork transferred, I'm basically down to my last, I had less than $500 left. Now, I don't even have enough money to make rent. I don't have enough money to make rent now. So I gotta choose what I'm gonna pay, rent or car payment now. So, so I'm like, and then people were calling me, girls were calling me, my friends were calling me, my family were calling me. And I didn't answer the phone because I didn't want to talk to nobody because I figured like, I got to get my shit together. I ain't really got time to be socializing with nobody or spending free time, goofing off or anything like that. So I tell this story to say all this. If you're having a hard time, if you have financial problems or any type of issues with finances, you're better off not even dating nobody at all. Unless y'all building something together. But if you just dating somebody with under the assumption that we're equally yoked and you're in a pretty steady place financially, if you're dating someone under the assumption like that and they don't know your situation, don't do it. You're better off just focusing on getting your stuff together. Because what's going to happen is it's hard to be nice. It's hard to be yourself. It's hard to be the best version of self if you're struggling, if you're worrying about things. Because your mind is going to be elsewhere when you're spending time with this person. So you're better off just focusing on your issues first. Then you bring somebody else in your world. See, we tend to go about it backwards. We want everybody to come in our world first. Because some of us secretly want other people to solve our problems. But see, when that happens, most people know that you're thirsty. They know that you're desperate. And this is why a lot of people get exploited. Because a lot of people are parasites out here. A lot of people, if they know you're desperate, thirsty, they'll exploit your ass. So that's the dangerous part of dating people when you have financial problems. You're better off just taking care of your problems. Then you go out and date people. You know, that's just my opinion, though. Now, you might have a different opinion. And I'd like to hear your opinion. What do you think about dating people if you have financial problems? You think you should get your stuff together first before you date people? Or you think you should date people regardless of your financial situation? That's my question from me to you. So, hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share it. Check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com, and get on my newsletter by clicking the link below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace!